Booker T responds to Swerve's post-AEW Dynasty comments, plus a WrestleMania debut match has been announced, and changes to a WrestleMania title match have been confirmed. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling News right now. F Booker T, said Swerve when Dynasty went off the air on Sunday.
Very interesting goings on. Very interesting goings on.
Bit of tete-a-tete between Booker T and Swerve over WWE's treatment of black wrestlers over the years. A disagreement going on there. There was a bit of an argument over the past few days over it that led to Swerve closing out the show by sending the fans home with F Booker T. And Booker has responded to this.
Yeah, on the Hall of Fame podcast, Booker talked about the statement where he said, I'm not even going to get upset about it. I'm going to give Swerve Strickland a little bit of advice. That advice would be, don't talk about something other than the pay-per-view at the end of the night. That's the main event and the last thing people are going to remember. I'm sure Tony Khan didn't appreciate the headline not being what happened at Dynasty with all the matches. They're talking about Booker T. That was a bad move. Shucky ducky quack quack. Oh yeah, man. Just to finish the quote off there.
Yeah, that is the full quote. He afterwards went on to say, I want to see him succeed. Would I ever say anything positive about him ever again? Probably not. Would I ever put him over as far as being a good worker and someone who could perhaps transform this business? I probably would never ever do that again because I learned my lesson. Oh, it's a shame there's bad blood between.
It is, yeah. It's a shame that Swerve Strickland didn't go up to Booker T and say it to his face, because as Booker T continued, I've seen the full clip this morning, he's like, I came from the school where you say things to people's faces. Then obviously you get reminded of the stories of him beating up Booker T. And beating up Batista. Booker T beating up Batista and stories like that. So it's like, would have been interesting for a little bit of Ted face to face. Come on, Swerve. Yeah. Call the Misfits boxing bollocks. Why not?
Invite him to Swerve's house for Swerve's cup of tea. A full transcription of the last couple of weeks is available at cultaholic.com. There's been some back and forth on numerous podcasts, not just Booker T's Hall of Fame one, but on Vlad TV as well. That's really added some depth to this story between Swerve and Booker T. Transcriptions are at cultaholic.com right now. Now, this is an interesting one that I think is worth bringing up in terms of whether or not this is going to... I think this may cause a change to the way that WWE is publicized by outside bodies.
They're making even more money, Tom, because they've agreed a license with Getty Images. They're now the photography partnership with WWE for exclusive worldwide photographic licensing partnership. Bollocks, 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 bollocks. Let's make more money. To be fair, they take lovely pictures that we've obviously used to great length over the last 8 years and even further beyond that as well. So fair play for locking down and getting an official partner that makes them more money.
Getty Images will exclusively distribute and license WWE-owned imagery for editorial and commercial uses via gettyimages.com. This is from the press release. This includes coverage from Raw, NXT, SmackDown, premium live events such as WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Money in the Bank, and more. Additionally, never before seen, WWE-owned photographs and archival content dating back to 1980 will be available for licensing worldwide. Alan Cheapshot is going to be furious. He's your guy for stuff like that. And so in terms of what that means for a lot of outlets, I guess it means changing how images are displayed on videos and in articles and stuff like that.
Or paying out the arse for a license from Getty themselves to be able to use them officially. So that'll be interesting to see how that one goes down for many outlets around the world.
Alternatively, I've got a great copy of Paint upstairs, so I'm happy to do these.
Just get the pens out.
Yeah. So there we go. WrestleMania title match confirmed for last night, as you can see there. Let's put the proper image up. There it is. Adam Pearce announcing that the IC title is going to be defended in a fatal four-way at WrestleMania between Bron Breakker, Penta, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio.
And it's an interesting one because the Judgment Day situation has been bubbling under the surface for a while now, Tom, between Finn Balor, who seems to be just dismissive of Dom Mysterio, who got Finn Balor an IC title match a few weeks ago. He's been the bigger man of the situation. It looks like the Judgment Day are going to split up. I wouldn't be surprised if Dom wins the title, pinning Finn. That's what I'm going to predict right now.
You know what? When I saw that match get announced, I thought the same as you. I thought, Dom's winning the IC title.
Then there's a family split. Finn and JD and maybe Carlito go off that way, and then Liv and Dom and Raquel go off that way.
They can finally use those Street Rats t-shirts that they had printed.
Yes, everyone's favourite stable name, the Street Rats.
You're going to have the Street Rats and the Judgment Day at the same time. It's going to be lovely. Also, last night it was confirmed that we will see a Luchador showdown at WrestleMania.
Two legit luchadors,
Two legit luchadors.
So last night on Raw, there was a 6-man tag between, oh my God, the bloody, what's Rey Mysterio's lads called?
The LWO.
I'm not awake today. But the LWO taking on the Creeds and El Grande Americano. And wouldn't you just know it, that little Ivy Nile, she slips a metal plate to El Grande Americano, puts it in his mask, starts headbutting people, and eventually he wins the match with a headbutt via the assisted thingamajiggy. One of the headbutts I mentioned there was delivered to Rey Mysterio, who is obviously affiliated with the LWO, and that's what set up the match there.
And Rey is foaming. He was the one, he went, I want Grande Americano at WrestleMania. And they are having it. And that's just going to be a banger of a match.
Of course it is.
That's going to be good fun.
How does it end, Tom? Does it just get Chad? See you later.
Oh, I mean, I love the idea of doing the big like WrestleMania moment type. Oh, it was Chad Gable all along. But at the same time, you know, I like the idea of El Grande Americano beating Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. And onwards we go. Now, it depends how long the shelf life is for a story like this. I feel like maybe this is Chad Gable getting his comeuppance from the Lucha world on the grandest stage of them all. So Rey probably unmasking, beating Chad, and all the Luchas getting a little bit of a kick in it.
I wouldn't mind seeing the El Grande Americano character come to an end, but it gets revealed to be someone else who has a very similar body type to Chad. Who that could be, I've got no idea. I mean, I'm sure there's lovely little tight Twinkie wrestlers.
Lovely little tight Twinkie wrestlers. Apply within. Maybe at WrestleMania, you have Grande Americano win with the help of Chad Gable.
Yeah. If there's a wrestler out there who has the similar body to Chad, which is going to be hard because the guy's got like less than 0% body fat.
Oh my gosh.
His resting heart rate the other day, Tom, was 34.
Flipping
on Instagram.
heck.
He's nearly dead. That's how fit he is.
That is ludicrous. And finally, of course, the match that we knew would eventually get announced has finally been announced.
Yeah, Adam Pearce was in the ring last night saying, well, I put this thing on last week to get a proper singles match for the Women's Championship, obviously involving Bianca Belair as the referee. And he was just like, I shouldn't have expected you three ladies to be professional. Have a triple threat instead. That's essentially how it went down.
Yeah. Basically, there's the story that we've known for a long time is playing out. I think ever since Io won the title, they went, they're probably going to do a triple threat at WrestleMania. So now we're playing. All jokes aside, it's going to be a fun match. They're going to the chemistry with those two will be off the chart. They're
banger.
A banger.
And I like the cavalcade of Bianca Belair as well, saying, and people think I'm scared of you, Rhea Ripley. I'm just going to run through you and win the bloody title, pal. Nice. So good on her.
Good on. That's exactly what she said. Exactly how she delivered it. We are setting the stage for WrestleMania, which is flipping next weekend.
I can't believe it.
How did that come around?
I don't know. You don't want to do like 70 odd days to go. The gap between like 70 and now just doesn't exist, does it?
I feel like it goes 70 days to go and 24 hours to go. And there's nothing in between. But before WrestleMania, we have Hold and Give.
Yes, 4 p.m. BST on the Hold and Give YouTube channel. Go to the bottom of the homepage of this channel. It's the yellow circle. Click that or type in Hold and Give Football. You can get it that way. 4 p.m. BST.
And what's on the docket for Hold and Give today?
More Sunderland EAFC 2-5 career mode. We are in season 4. We just finished in the Europa League places the season before. So we're launching a European campaign there, Tom.
Wonderful.
That's
I think
Sunderland.
With all the news around Newcastle, it's nice that you're giving a spotlight to Sunderland.
Yes.
Very, very proud
I'm a
of
people
you.
pleaser. The people wanted Sunderland, and I gave them Sunderland.
Sunderland is a massive club. And for the very latest wrestling news at any time, Jack hates it when I say that, you can check out Cultaholic.com. Stay safe and love you. Bye.